Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. This week, 3 storm systems, one coming through today into tonight, another one coming through Wednesday, not that big of one, and another one about Friday, which is a moisture-laden storm. And I'm going to show you that the parade of storms just continues. Hey, good morning, Mary Penn from Tampa, Florida. Lucky dog. Good morning, Jesse Bamberg and Stacy Nag and Kimberly Zeisimer. Good morning. Stacy Nag, missed morning coffee and weather. You know, I didn't even pay attention to the weather, really. I just needed a break from Mother Nature, and you know how that goes. I'm sure you can appreciate that. So here we go. Let's get started. Here's the current radar, and you can see that the brunt of the storm system is still off to our south and west. This is going to be a rainmaker for most of Michigan. For lower Michigan, it's going to be a rainmaker for the most part. Bob Clark, yes, I had a great vacation. And Mike McCarthy in Orlando, Florida currently. Good morning. Excuse me. Good morning, Alice Martina. So here's the rain that's heading this way. We do have a few showers already popping up in central Michigan, west of Saginaw through Alma, Mount Pleasant, over to north of Grand Rapids toward Muskegon. But the main brunt of the rain off to the south and west, and it's not a heavy rain, but it's a solid rain, and that will be heading this way. So let's take a look at that radar forecast for you. Again, this is a projection of what is going to happen on the radar. This is one of the models that I use when it's in the short term. We call this one the NAM, the North American model. It only goes out about 60 hours, but it's pretty good. So here you go. Here's noon, and the rain starting to move into western lower Michigan. And then we're at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and 5 o'clock, 7, 8 o'clock now. By the way, you know, meteorologists, we're an odd bunch. I'll be honest. We're one of the only ones that does not like the time change to this time of the year, because why? Now we get our model runs an hour later. We have to wait one more hour because of the time change. So this is the middle of the night, so it looks like a wet night. And you could see on the northern fringes of it near Traverse City, middle of the night, might change over to some snow and to Charlevoix in the Mackinac Bridge area. But generally, otherwise, across lower Michigan, it's all rain. And as we go toward tomorrow morning, a couple of hours of showers in the early morning, and then it's done. And then the next storm system, the second storm system, is the weakest storm system of the week. Hey, good morning, Larry Robinson. I call him Weather Spotter number 57. Why? I have no idea, but he's my driver when you see me into severe thunderstorms trying to find the nasty weather. He's generally my driver. So there's our Wednesday storm system. I'll show you it a little bit better on the European model, which picks up out 3 and 4 days out a little bit better. Let's actually go to that now, and you can see the difference. So what we have is we have rain definitely increasing through the day today. Okay, here's a European with that storm system coming through today. And then Tuesday's a dry day if you have to do some traveling. There's Wednesday. Again, not a blockbuster, heavy precipitation maker. Snow, northern third, rain, southern 2/3. And then here comes the next one. This is already by Thursday night or Friday morning, and it is mostly a rainmaker, moves on to the east. And you can see what I'm calling the train of storms. They just continue to move into the west coast, into the northwest, drop down to Texas, and curve this way. Now, this European model does on the weekend take the next storm system and miss us to the south. That would be good news, because we can definitely use drying out. Hey, good morning, Kelly Schwartz, and good morning, Maureen Dwyer. And as we get into next week, the next storm system. But the key with almost all of these is it looks like we're going to be on the warm side we're going to be on the south and east side of the storm track. That means we're going to be in the rain activity, not the snow. So we don't see any of these traveling to our south just yet and putting us in a heavy band of snow. So is winter done? Will we have some more snowflakes? Yes. Will we have an accumulating snow still? Yes. But it might, in the southern 2/3 of lower Michigan, might only be an inch or two once. So I would say essentially winter is done. Okay. All right. So this is the total amount of rainfall expected over the next 10 days. And I just wanted to show you this because, we got a pretty decent amount of rain and liquid expected. Hey, Mickey Carson says he heard a goose fly over his place this morning. Yeah, someone else videotaped some geese flying. So I would say they know something too. Here's the total rain in the next 10 days, total amount of liquid, and we're looking at 1 inch to 1.5 inches to maybe 2 inches. And that means that the lake levels continue to get excess precipitation and continue to rise. That will be one of my posts today about record February lake levels. All right, now I'm going to get into temperatures here. And I like to look at the temperatures anomaly at 5,000 feet up because it doesn't show us the day-to-day fluctuations, just shows us if we'll be warmer than normal or colder than normal. And here we are. I want to show this to you. This is the European, where you see the oranges and I don't know what color it is past the oranges there, almost like a taupe or something like that. Those are warmer than normal temperatures. And then when you see the greens to blues to purples, colder than normal. So we're through today. We're into tomorrow, warmer than normal. We're into Wednesday, and now we're into Thursday, warmer than normal by some 10 degrees or so. Okay, right there, we start at cooler than normal. That's midday Friday. And look how short that cooler than normal weather lasts. And we're talking there by 3 to 5 degrees cooler than normal, which isn't all that cold. We're into Sunday. And by Sunday afternoon, we're already back to warmer than normal conditions. And look at what happens when we go into next week. So over the next 10 days, we're going to have probably from midday Friday to midday Sunday, let's call it 48 hours of cooler than normal temperatures. The rest will all be warmer than normal temperatures. Now, what does that mean actually for a real temperature for you for a high temperature? Well, today we're 60 degrees in Detroit and Oakland County and Ann Arbor, maybe Jackson. Saginaw is close to 60 degrees, as is Bay City. The thumb might hit 60. And then it's a little cooler as you work your way back to the west. We're looking at temperatures in the 40s and 50s, it looks like there. And so then here we go into Tuesday. We're cooler than we will be today, but we're still mild. Temperatures 40s to near 50 degrees. Jesse Bamberg, I heard April is going to be cold. Care to speculate? I don't know how it can turn cold. A cold blob has to build up, and we don't see it yet. There is cold up in Canada, but it just has no time coming this way. And if we stay in the train of storms, the cold air can't come down for a long time period because as each storm comes, it brings milder air out ahead of it. All right, we are at Wednesday there. So Wednesday, we're in the 40s. Now we're at Thursday. We're back to 60 degrees ahead of that next storm system on the weekend. And then we're into Friday. So there's just nothing that's really cool at all anywhere in sight. And hey, what the heck? It's March now. So let's just go right on into spring if we could. How does that sound? Does that sound like a plan to you? Don't forget to join the MLive Facebook group called Michigan Weather. That one will give you a lot of information that's not a full-blown post. So if we see something short-term, we'll put that on there versus writing a full-blown post and putting it on MLive. Hey, thanks for joining me. You know, when you're on vacation, the first day back is always kind of rusty, isn't it? Whatever you do. So I've always thought just in the broadcasting world, it's a little bit more telltale because we can stumble and whatnot. And hey, I didn't do too bad, I'll say myself. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa.